good, everyone? It's your boy Santo G, back at it, and today I got a different one for you guys. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and after this video, check out some of my old videos. I guarantee it's gonna be a lot of wisdom, just entertainment, a lot of stories, and it's all real, raw stuff. So today, I wanted to talk about the transition from tagging to banging. And this is coming from, I was watching the homie Gangsta Wishes interview he did, and I'm not too familiar with the name of the channel that dropped it, but just looked up Gangsta Wish interview, and he's pretty much talking about his experience in the city of Inglewood on the other side. He's explained a little bit of the dynamic in that interview, but let me break it down. Inglewood is a big city, but once you pass Century, like going towards Hawthorne, it's different barrios. Once you pass Century, coming towards this side, it's the hood, you know what I'm saying? So he was from a tagging crew on the other side, and I'm very familiar with that tagging crew. On that side, the only two that can come to my mind is OST and STL, One Social Threat and Straight Thug Life. Those are the only two tagging crews that I remember from that side of Inglewood. Now, on my side, we had Hyde Park Locals, Pluto, and NK, Nightcrawlers, which the Plutos, NK ended up clashing, and Hyde Park Lokes ended up backing up the Plutos, but that's for a whole nother story. One thing that caught my attention in his interview is he said that when he got put on his neighborhood, it wasn't like if he went looking for his homies like, hey, I want to be from the hood. It was more or less the neighborhood that was there heard these tagging crews making a name for themselves and pretty much got him at the park. He said it happened at the park, you know, with, I know myself and a lot of homies happened the same way too, you know, where you're from a tagging crew or a crew, you know what I mean? We wouldn't really call ourselves taggers, you know what I mean? We were locals, at least myself. I was from Hyde Park Locals before I was from Inglewood. Got the Hyde Park tatted. And also in my Munchie B video where I'm explaining how when I ran into him and I said I was from Hyde Park, I wasn't from the hood yet, a lot of people in the comments were like, oh, you got nicknames already, but you're not from the hood, whoop, whoop, whoop. That's how it is. But you gotta really be from that era to know, because you got taggers nowadays, you know what I mean? It's different. Back then it was tag bangers, you know what I mean? Like I said, we were lokes. We didn't have the 1-3 behind us, but we were already doing our thug dizzle, you know? So I just wanted to talk about it from where a lot of times that is how it happened. I know a lot of homies from the hood that necessarily didn't even want to be from the hood. They just got caught slipping in the park by some older homies, banged on them. They banged their tagging crew and the homies just boo, 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 boo. You from the hood now, fool. Type shit. And that's how a lot of people got courted on. And you know what I mean? That's just the way things were back then. Back then, if a hood seen that you were with the business, bam, come here, be from the hood. You're already out here tagging, you're already fighting, you're already probably going to jail, already probably getting shot at and shooting people. Might as well be from the land. You know what I'm saying? Might as well be from the turf. And man, shout out G Wish, you know what I mean? He's from the other side, but still, you know what I mean? He's from the city. Inglewood love, you know what I mean? I just wanted to talk about it as far as my experience and the way I see things, and it is true, you know. A lot of times back then, like I said, you know, when I was from Hyde Park, before I was even from the hood, we were having meetings and everything, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We will always throw meetings. Anybody don't come, you didn't come to the meeting, we'll probably let you slide with one. You didn't come to the second one, we're going to your house, knocking on your door. Hey, fool, Why don't you come to junta? Boo, 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 boo. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff we were doing, and I'm not saying it to glorify it or anything. You know what I mean? I just wanted to touch about it a little bit more in depth because it is what happened. You know, once it started being an issue to where they started seeing people get deep once you reach a certain age, it's like pretty much, you know what I mean? They're gonna come hit you like, hey, what's up? Like, either you're gonna be from the hood or just, you know what I mean? That's it. Your tagging days are over. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna just sit back and just do you, you know? We don't wanna see you writing on walls. We don't wanna see you out here creating a ruckus. And 9 times out of 10, if a motherfucker had that on their mentality, they tell you that, you're like, what? Bet. You know what I mean? If anything, I got that much more power now, you know? Because now this is my hood. You know what I'm saying? Versus before, we was out there just being stupid and not necessarily seeing it in a bigger picture. So now it's like, boom. And, you know what I mean? That's how it all started. And that's how tagging, as far as a lot of tagging crews, that's how they died out. A lot of them either joined neighborhoods or they just stopped tagging or went oneers, you know what I mean? Because nowadays you don't see a lot of tagging crews like that. You know, you probably see tagging up and stuff like that, but as far as having full-blown tag banging crews dominating a certain area or a certain park, you don't see that, you know what I mean? Eventually they're gonna get put onto whatever neighborhood really dominates that area, you know what I'm saying? So hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. Shout out all the taggers out there, you know what I mean? All the people that had to go through this, you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments down below if you were one of the ones that went oneer, just stopped tagging, or if you got put on the audio. Let me know your story. Let's get it.